Howdy! Like Prime, there are two versions of Megatron in the Classics line, the Voyager and the Deluxe-sized Ultimate Battle figure here. Since it's packaged in robot mode with Prime, I'll start with that. But before I go into detail, it must be mentioned that if you're buying him fresh, then his feet are likely to be assembled backwards. But it is fixable. Just remove the screw from the inner part of the legs and swap the feet. Unlike the Voyager, this version is designed closer to the G2 Megatron, who was also a tank. However, the overall paint job isn't camouflage. It's a rather ugly combination of green and cream with dark grey on several places. At least it has some paint apps to break things up a bit. There's also plenty of mold detailing in this mode too. The proportions are mostly decent, though the heel spurs are larger than the actual feet. No wonder they assemble them on the wrong way. The main problem I have with this mode is the right arm. It's basically just part of the tank turret and the main gun, with no actual fist to speak of. But this is where the gimmick lies. You fold it out, like so, and when you push this button here, the whole arm just spins round. It's pretty goofy if you ask me. Not to mention that it doesn't hold well together, unless you use nail varnish to stiffen the joints. At least he has a cool looking gun. Finally, the articulation isn't as good as Ultimate Battle Prime, especially since the right arm can cause some balance issues if displayed in its spinning blade mode, though you can still get some cool poses from him. For the most part, the transformation is similar to the original G2 toy. However, the head and the arms rest on a platform, and when you unpeg the shoulders from the body, and fold them up onto the platform, the platform allows the turret to turn round. The tank mode is also pretty good, and, ignoring the paint and mold detailing, is a fair representation of the G2 figure. The colour scheme is still kind of ugly, but appropriate for a tank, especially the green. Unlike Prime, Megatron's vehicle mode is solid, though the gun doesn't stay on as well as I'd like. At least it adds to the artillery and brutal appearance of this mode. It rolls along okay on some small wheels underneath. And as mentioned, the turret can turn all the way round. Also, the main gun can move up and down, though it doesn't actually fire a missile to speak of. That's about all the things this tank can do. The only problem I have with this form is that the robot feet stick out a bit, but that's pretty minor, and no robot extras are visible otherwise. There are no proportion oddities either. In general, this is much better than Prime's truck mode. Well, the misproportioned mess that's supposed to be a truck. Overall, If sold on its own, I definitely recommend him more than Prime, but I still feel that Voyager Megatron is better judging from other reviews I've read. As a set, I'd only say they're worth getting if you can't afford their Voyager counterparts. The quality control issues on both figures count strongly against them, especially for Prime in his vehicle mode. That's all for now. The next review I'll do is of Frenzy from the Fast Action Battler subline. But until then, till all I want.